We all dream of that harmonious, balanced canter. It's like honestly the most fun gait. I love cantering, but I've also been there where you're on a new horse or a green horse or you're cantering for the first time, and it can be so scary and so nerve-wracking. Hello, in this video, I'm giving you 5 ways to stay safe when cantering your horse. And here's the thing, right? We all dream of that harmonious, balanced canter. It's like honestly the most fun gait. I love cantering. Let me know in the comments below which is your favorite gait. For me, by far it is the canter. But I've also been there where you're on a new horse or a green horse or you're cantering for the first time, and it can be so scary and so nerve-wracking. So I have a free 5 exercise checklist linked below that you can download and go through step by step. But today I just wanted to cover some of the exercises that I make sure I can do with my horses before I canter under saddle. Because let's face it, safety is like number 1. And having a bad experience with your horse, ending up in the dirt, it's not good for you and it's not good for your horse either. So everything that we can do to stay safe and set ourselves up for success when it comes time to canter, the better. So my first exercise that I highly recommend is actually groundwork. And I definitely recommend being able to canter your horse either in a round pen or on the lunge, but seeing your horse canter free and your horse feeling okay with cantering free with the saddle on, that's a big step towards your horse accepting cantering with you on their back. So that's tip number 1. Then my second tip is work on your trot. So the better your trot, the better your canter will be. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with just saying, okay, I'm not quite ready for canter, but I really am just going to work on my trot. Getting your horse forward, getting your horse round, having your horse listening to you in the trot is going to make the canter better. If your horse is stiff or hollow or rushing in the trot, it's only going to be worse when you go to canter. My third tip is a really important one, and that is being able to bend and turn your horse. So bend, turn, release. Bending and turning is absolutely essential because if you can't bend and turn your horse in the trot, you're not going to have control and steering at the canter, and you're also going to have a really hard time picking up the correct lead. So you can just play around with it, like even just go straight down the long side. Okay, can you turn? Good boy. Okay, can we turn the other way? It doesn't have to be any perfect figure, but the more that you have control over just bending and turning your horse, the better. My next tip is all about timing. So you don't want to rush the canter transition, and you don't want to rush like forcing yourself to canter. What you want to do is you just want to trot for a long, long time and try to feel a moment where you're like, okay, everything is good. Everything is ready. I feel like my horse is ready to pick up the canter. And that's when you're going to want to ask. It's usually as you come into a corner, or like here, as you come towards the rail. That's a perfect place to ask your horse to canter. I'm doing a 30-day canter challenge, which I'm so excited about. So if it hasn't started yet, I'll put the link below and you can check it out. Good boy. And then my 5th and final tip is safety first. Like if you're feeling doubtful or unsure, get help. Have a trainer help you out. Have a trainer canter your horse first. Go on the lunge line. It's so important that you feel confident when you go to ask your horse to canter. And I got to interview Ingrid Klimke, and I asked her, like, what do you do when you feel unsafe or when you're scared? And she was like, I don't do it, because you have to have that confidence and like, we will canter, we are doing this, I'm riding you, and that your horse will sense that confidence and you're going to be way more likely to have a successful canter. So I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to check out in the description box and download my 5 exercise checklist. That's really going to help you to check off all those boxes, get you ready to canter your horse, and listen to your horse, take your time, but also kind of methodically work towards your goal of cantering, because once you develop those skills and your horse figures it out, it seriously is the most fun gait ever. Thanks for watching today. Give us a thumbs up, and we post a new video every single Wednesday.